won't get these joints out here. I got money so they put it in the bag. I'm pulling off all the tags and pulling off in the Jag. Fuck being broke, cause broke niggas is mad. Get a job with your broke ass and get it out the hoe's ass. I go fast when I'm riding through the city lights. I'm from the Bay, West Coast with your city like new nice fresh jeans and a snapback.
Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe. So you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe. But only if you want to, only if you want to, only if you want to, only if you want to. If you're watching, that's really all I appreciate. Everything else is extra, and if you do so, I greatly appreciate it. If you want that extra juicy tea, go ahead and click the link down in my description below to join my membership. A new video should be up there. It's juicy tea on there. It's pictures on there. I put some little pictures of a timeline of me and my boo date on Friday, how I started, the middle, the end, and the aftermath. So if y'all want to see that, go check it out. I'll put a little glimpse of the behind the scenes with me and him on there. So if y'all want that extra juicy tea, go ahead and join that damn membership, period. Also, the thing with the membership, if you guys are having trouble, if you have multiple YouTubes or multiple accounts or emails, you have to use your main email or account. Also, you may have to do it through the website. So you may have to go like in your web browser and click on desktop view if you're using a phone, and go through it through the web browser on your phone and or a laptop or a desktop, because I don't know, it's just issues going on. I'm so sorry. If I find any better workarounds, I will let you guys know. I will also try to contact YouTube and let them know that, you know, people are having trouble accessing my membership. All right, y'all, let's get into this story. Y'all know where I left off in the last story. So part one, this is going to be part two of how I set my baby daddy up with my ex. So like I was saying in the last part, Pop-Up would just be riding by my house with hella females in the car, slapping his music. He would stop at the corner when he seen me and would be mugging me and trying to make me jealous, like make me mad, because he was mad that I didn't leave with him with my baby and I stayed at home with my family and my baby daddy. Like, he was so mad about it. But y'all, he wasn't texting me or calling me, because I was texting and calling him like, hey, like, I see you riding by, why are you doing that? Like, just talk to me. Like, let's just talk this out. You don't have to be riding by my house with a whole bunch of females in your car trying to make me mad and jealous. Like, I'm not mad or jealous. I'm more so hurt about the whole situation. I feel bad because I keep putting you in this situation where you probably feel like I'm always choosing another guy over you, but it's not even the case. You be popping in and out of my life, and you make it hard for me to just choose you, because 1 minute you here, 1 minute you gone. So he's not responding to my text message. He's not answering when I call him. So let's just say a couple weeks pass by, and one day I'm walking to the store. Dylan's at home asleep, and L is somewhere. I don't know. L could be anywhere. He could be on Pluto, if all I know. I don't know. He would never tell me where he was going. He'd just be like, I'll be back, and he'll be back whenever he was back. Sometimes it was a couple hours. Sometimes it was a couple days. Sometimes it was a week. It was never longer than a week. He always came back within 7 days. But, you know, who knows where he was at. He could have went to Jupiter and back, and I don't know. So I'm walking to the store, y'all, and it's a long street down the street to the store I was going down before I make a turn and then walk more down. I noticed a car is following me so slow behind me. Like, I had looked back and I wasn't tripping off of it. I'm just like, oh, people be riding down this street slow because they be looking, you know, for where they going, somebody's house or something, you know, just navigating. People be riding down this street slow all the time. There's a lot of kids on this street, a lot of kids be playing outside. There's a park.
I appreciate you guys for staying and sticking around for this video. I know the quality is bad.
I'm not thinking too much of it at first.
The video got corrupted
until
I had to download a bunch of different softwares to
I think it's somebody I know
get this video recovered. So this is the best I could do. This story time is juicy as hell. So if I was you, I would just listen. Okay, turn down your brightness a little bit so you don't see the little flashing going on low key in the back. Okay, cool. But this is one of the ones where you just need to sit back, relax, and listen to this story time. Okay, because it's real juicy. real tea, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I just want to appreciate you guys for giving me this exception, because I know y'all gonna give me this exception, because y'all know I be coming with the stories, I be coming with the videos, I be coming with the, the content. Okay, this is that one time where I couldn't deliver at my 100% capability. But okay, I know what I did wrong. I fixed it. And I know what not to do going forward, dealing with, technology in these SD cards. Very sensitive. Okay, so yes, but again, I appreciate you guys for staying this far and staying to the end of the video. And yeah, tell me what y'all think.
Now, at the time, I didn't recognize who I thought it was because it was a car that I had never seen before. I just could see a little bit because the tint was so dark, but I could see through the windshield a little bit, and it looked like somebody I knew. For a minute there, I thought it was Hazel Eyes. Hazel Eyes, if y'all don't know who Hazel Eyes is, y'all need to go watch the V-Car series, because Hazel Eyes, Green Eyes, and Blue Eyes was all a part of how I lost my V-Car series. Hazel Eyes was the one who tried to trap me in his house. Green Eyes was his cousin, and Blue Eyes was Green Eyes' friend. I hope I'm not confusing y'all. Just go check out that series if y'all want to know who them people is. That's who I thought it was at first. So I'm just like, oh my God, I really hope this is not him and he trying to like talk to me or anything like that. I really don't have time for this right now. Like, I'm going to cuss him out, because the last time I was in his presence, something bad almost happened to me. So I stopped walking, because I'm just like, I don't want this person like creeping up on me. I'm gonna just stop and see if they ride past, and if they don't ride past, and they either gonna stop or ride past. So I stopped walking, and I'm acting like I'm just texting on my phone. So the car pulled up on me and it stopped. So I'm just standing there trying not to look at the car, but I'm side-eyeing the car, but I'm like looking at my phone like I'm texting on the phone. And then I pick up my phone, y'all, like I'm on the phone. So I'm just holding my phone to my ear. I'm like, yeah, what you doing? Where you at? Yeah, I'm walking over here to the store. You finna meet me over there? Just like, just so they don't think I'm by myself. Like, somebody finna meet me. Somebody know I'm walking to the store. Next thing I know, the person rolled down their windows. And to my surprise, y'all, it's Pop-Up. Y'all, when I tell you, I don't know what it is about Pop-Up, y'all. My heart just sank, and I just seen him. And he was like, hop in the car, get in the car. And I'm just like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. He was like, man, I'm not asking you. Get in the car, Shayla. We need to talk. So I'm just like, all right. So y'all, I get in the car. And he's just like, let me go park. So we went and parked over by the park area where there's parking. And we sitting there, and he just parked. He started rolling up. He not saying nothing. He just got the music playing, but real low. And I'm just sitting there nervous. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, my baby daddy be walking all up through here, because we always walking back and forth, because where his auntie live at, where he was staying sometimes, was literally down the street. Like, literally, I lived on this street. They lived the street over, down the street. Literally super duper walking distance. We was always walking back and forth to their house. So I'm nervous. I'm just like, oh, I hope this ain't one of the days my baby daddy feel like coming back to the house and he walking. Mind you, the car got tint, so I don't think he would see me, but who knows where he could have been. If he could have saw me, he could have been walking. He could have saw me getting somebody's car, but who knows? I don't know, because I never knew where he was at, what he was doing. He was just popping in and out. I would get a hold of him sometimes if the people he was around put him on the phone, if I called them and he was around. So yeah, he finished rolling up, and I'm just sitting there. I don't say a word, because I'm gonna let him start the conversation, because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I love this man, but it's just never the right time for me and him, and it's definitely not the right time right now. So he just like, do you love me? Because it's crazy how I be gone for a little minute, I come back, and you always got a new boyfriend. And I'm just sitting there trying to formulate my words in a way to where I'm not snapping on him, but I'm basically telling him, you are the one who put us in this situation. You always disappearing, and then when you disappear, I don't know where you at. mind you, I know you in jail, but I told y'all at the time I met Pop Up, I was young. I didn't know how to do that call to jail and all. I didn't know. And then like I had told y'all, if y'all haven't been paying attention to Pop Up, go click on the Pop Up playlist. His family is Cuban. His dad was born and raised in Cuba, so he doesn't speak good English, if barely any English, and it's hard for me to understand him. So a lot of times his dad will be calling me, trying to tell me that Papa was in jail. I didn't know what he was saying. I thought it was a prank call. You know, back then everybody used to prank call a lot. So I'm thinking somebody prank calling me, so I would always hang up. I didn't figure out that that was his dad trying to call me to let me know that Papa was in jail till like years later. But still, that's just not my fault. That's not my fault. How was I supposed to know that? I'm a teenager. I don't know no better. So anyways, I'm just basically putting it to him like, look, I love you. I wanted to be with you. I wanted to have kids with you. When I was of age, I wanted to leave and move with you and do whatever. I wanted to be the Bonnie to your Clyde. Whatever you needed me to do, Papa, I was ready to do. But you wasn't consistent enough in my life, and other people came along and things just happened. It's not like I intentionally got pregnant. I didn't even want to be pregnant. I'm telling you, I never even wanted to have kids. I'm blessed to have my son, and I love my son, and I couldn't imagine my life without having him. But I didn't want to have kids. Like, I don't like kids. I never wanted to have kids. I had never held a baby until I held my son. I didn't like kids. I still don't like kids. I like my son and his friends and some kids, but most kids I don't like. I like some kids, I'll say that. So he just grabbed my hand and he was just like, you know, I love you. I love you so much. That's why I'm always popping up. There's other girls I could be with. There's other girls I could talk to, but I always come back to you. And it just hurt my heart that you got pregnant by somebody else when I've been asking you to marry me and have kids with me the right way. You go and have a kid with a dude who ain't doing nothing for you, who ain't even marrying you, who can't take care of you. I'm just like, you know, I mean, he making valid points. He making valid points. So I'm just basically explaining to him the situation. Me and my baby daddy, y'all, was never supposed to be together. We was never supposed to have a kid together, let alone we was never supposed to be together. We kicked it. We had some fun, but I didn't like him like that. It was just like a fun, good time just to pass the moment. I did not want to be with him, y'all. After the last, I think me and my baby daddy kicked it a couple times before, when we first started kicking it, and then I ghosted him for months, like 2-3 months. I didn't pop back up until I found out I was pregnant, because I didn't really, he wasn't really nothing to me. He was just some hood rat nigga that I was messing around with who lived close by. You know, when somebody live at that easy access, it's just like, you know what I mean? But it was just like, no, I was talking to other dudes. I was not really tripping off my baby daddy like that. So I'm just telling him the situation. I'm like, it ain't what you think it is. It's not like I met this person and we fell in love and then we accidentally had a baby. It was just a little situation shit. I think I should have been not doing what I was doing grown people things at a young age with somebody I didn't even want to be with. Lesson learned. That's why I had no more kids, okay? I only needed to learn that lesson one time, okay? Period. So he just like, man, it is what it is, but you know, I just want to apologize for how I acted at your house in front of your mom and your people. I would never want to disrespect your mom or your house. You know, I know you got a kid. I wouldn't want you to feel like I would do anything to put you or your baby in harm's way. And I'm just telling him, I'm like, it's cool, you know, I get it, but yeah, that was kind of crazy, you pulling out a strap in front of my house on my baby daddy, when all he doing is trying to figure out who you is, what's going on, and why you at my house for me, trying to tell him you finna take me and his baby away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Of course he gonna want to fight you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on. You can't get mad that he want to fight you because you saying all these things and calling him and telling him all the tea I done told you. Yeah, he gonna be mad. Yeah, he gonna want to fight you. You can't pull out the glizzy on him. Like, come on, party foul. So y'all, I'm just crushed right now. Like, I felt so torn at this time, y'all. I don't even know how or why, but I was loving my baby daddy, even though I hated him. But I loved Pop-Up. I loved him. Like, I don't know, deep down inside, I always felt like somehow or some way me and him would reconnect and be together. I know it'll never happen now because of the path he took in life, but you know, at that time I still had hope, you know, like I just didn't know how I would go about it, because I knew it would look shady on my part to just all of a sudden now I'm back with one of my exes and I go move and live with him with my baby, because I was taking my baby with me. You feel me? I wouldn't leave my baby with L. Absolutely not. So he was just like, so what you gonna do? Because I want to be with you, and I don't think I could see my life without really being with you. You grown now. We can really, you know, really have something. I could really let you know what's going on in my life, so that you know exactly what I do, and when things going on, you'll be the first one to know. Like, I'm really trying to make you my wife for real. Like, I don't care to have you as no girlfriend. I want to marry you. And I'm just like, I can't make that decision right now. Like, I can't just up and leave, and because what I'm gonna have to, my baby daddy not gonna go for that. You know, he's not gonna want me to have my kid around another man, and I gotta respect that. Even though L ain't shit, I still have to respect that, you know, because I wouldn't want him to run off to go be with some girl and then have some girl all up under my kid, having my kid thinking that's their mama. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, out of respect, I can't do that like that. Even if me and you was to be together, I couldn't just run away. Basically, he wanted this fairy tale, we run away off into the sunset and stuff. Like, no, this is not a movie. We cannot do that. It just does not work like that, sir. I'm so sorry. So y'all, I could just see the hurt and the pain in his eyes, and it's just making me so sad, because here I go again. I already put him in a situation with my ex Kevin. If y'all didn't see that, y'all need to go watch the pop-up playlist, Kevin playlist. So yeah, so he was like, I don't care how long it take, I don't care what I gotta do, I want to be with you. I don't care about your baby daddy. He an F nigga anyway. He lame as hell. And when I see that nigga, it's up. And I'm just like, okay, I thought you was coming to apologize for that. He was like, yeah, I apologize for how I acted in front of your house, in front of your mom, in front of you, but I don't like that nigga. I don't like how you telling me he treating you. I don't like how you telling me he not doing things for you. If I see that nigga, I'ma beat his ass. So I'm just like, no, you don't gotta do all of that. Like, it's not that serious. You don't need to get involved in my relationship drama. And he was like, nah, I'm in it now. I done popped up. He know about me. I know about him. So I'm in it now. I'm like, you're not in it. You're not in it. It's a me and you thing going on, and it's a me and him thing going on. It's not no, I do not need them problems, because L crazy, L family crazy, you crazy, your family crazy. I don't need that kind of drama right now. I just had a baby a couple months ago. I'm a new mom. I'm going through postpartum. My body is all changing, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like a lot is going on with me. I don't need the stress. I don't care what y'all want to do. I don't need the stress. Like, don't put more stress in my life than I need, okay? So he's just like, man, we off that anyway. So y'all, we just sitting in the car. We stopped talking about that, and he was just like, so how you been? You know, do you need anything? Do you need money? What do you need? You want me to go buy you and your kid clothes and stuff like that? Like, let's go to the mall. I'm like, I can't go to the mall with you right now. I'm literally supposed to just be walking to the store and coming back home. My mama watching my son. He sleep right now, but I'm pretty sure he gonna be up soon. I'm gonna need to make him a bottle. And he was just like, all right, well, here's some money. So he gave me some money, and we just sitting in the car talking, and y'all, he linked in to kiss me, right? And I let him kiss me on my cheek, but I did not kiss him on the mouth, because I just knew if me and him started kissing on the mouth, I know where it was going to lead to. And I just didn't want to feel like, you know, I'm doing my baby daddy wrong, even though he was doing me wrong. And you know, he didn't care. I didn't like how that was making me feel, even though I wanted to so bad. It was just like, nah, I can't, like, that's wrong. It's wrong, even though I wanted to so bad. And I know that L was out doing whatever he was doing. I know he was out there cheating, talking to other people, because ain't no damn way girls left and right coming out the blue talking about you got them pregnant if you ain't out here raw dogging females. And at this specific time, I don't think me and L was doing it yet. Y'all, I was so scared to do the freak nasty after I had a kid. I don't think I did the freak nasty until like 4 to 6 months after I had my son. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we tried a couple times and like for a little bit, but like real full-blown freak nasty, nah, I didn't do all of that. Like, I was so scared. Like, I I wasn't playing all that. So I'm pretty sure he was out there getting his little thing wet. So, cause it wasn't getting wet by me, and I wasn't giving no sloppy toppy. No, I'm a new mom. None of that. And I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be just leaving you blue ball, but baby, no, I'm not ready. So y'all, we in the car, we just talking, and he just rubbing me, trying to kiss me, and I'm just, you know, backing off of him. So eventually I'm like, look, I gotta go to the store, and I got to go back home. He was just like, all right, like, I'm gonna take you to the store. So y'all, we go to the store. Thank God nobody was at the store that knew my baby daddy or my baby daddy. You feel me? Because he be at that store. We go in the store, he buy me a bunch of things. He like, get whatever you want. So I'm getting all kind of juice. Y'all, at this particular time, I was so hooked on that Langer's pomegranate cranberry juice. Oh my God, y'all. From the time I got pregnant to like almost a year after I had Dylan, I was addicted to that Langer's cranberry juice, the cranberry pomegranate. Oh my God, y'all, I would drink like 4 of them in a day minimum. I was so addicted to them. They was just so good. I don't know what it was. Like, dang, I want one right now. Damn, I'm gonna have to go grab me one of them tomorrow, because damn, that sounds so good. I get a bunch of snacks and stuff. There was like cans of formula. Oh, sorry y'all, it's late and I had a long day. I done took my son skating, bowling and stuff with his friends. I'm tired, I'm ready to lay down. But it's my actual birthday, October 14th, that I'm filming this. And I'm waiting for him to respond to me. I want to talk to him before I go to sleep, unless I just fall asleep. I mean, I did talk to him earlier, but I don't know. Maybe I'm going to FaceTime him and see if he answers. Anyways, y'all. So we go to the store. I get a bunch of things. After that, he dropped me off at the corner by my house. And y'all, he just did not want to let me out the car. He got out to give me a hug, y'all. He was hugging me for like 5-10 minutes. Like, he just kept hugging me and just hugging me and rubbing me. It was just like, I love you. Why don't you want to be with me? Why do you keep doing this to me? I just want to be with you. I've been telling you I want to be with you and I want to marry you. You grown now. Just let me do right by you. And I'm just like, it's just never the right time. It's never the right time. Your timing is never right. Something is always not right. When it's the right time, you're nowhere to be found. So after 10 minutes of him hugging me and not trying to let me go, I finally was like, look, I have to go back home. I've been gone for a little long. I know my son's probably up. My mama just, you know, my mom was a good mom. She not finna bother me. She probably knew I was outside, probably walking around talking to somebody, or just, you know, just getting some me time. So finally he was just like, all right, I'm gonna catch you and tell your as baby daddy when I see him, it's up. And I'm just like, please do not be on no, I'm like, please just let that go, please. He's like, nah. That nigga, he not gonna do right by you. That nigga ass. And I'm just like, please, if you see him, just keep going. It's not even necessary. So he's just like, yeah, all right, whatever. So y'all, I go in the house. My mama asked me what took me long. I was just like, oh, I seen somebody I knew outside. I was just chatting with them outside the house. Cause y'all, I wasn't far from the house. I was literally like 2 minutes away from my house. Not far at all. On some hot shit. I'm always on some hot shit. Because why are you parked outside? I don't know. I'm just so glad my baby daddy didn't decide to come back home that day, y'all. Because y'all, I don't know what I would have did. Oh my gosh. So let's just say, y'all, a couple days go by. Me and Elle outside and we're walking around. I think we was blowing down the house and we took a walk this specific day. My mom or my sister was watching Dylan. I think it was a snap time, yeah. So, cause yeah, we would go out and blow down the house on a snap time. So we're just walking around. Me and Elle get to arguing because he's, you know how people just bring up stuff randomly. No, I had caught him texting some girls in his phone that wasn't on. So I don't even know how he was texting people. But I was like, yeah, I went through your phone and I seen you was talking to girls. I'm just tired of this. Like, if you don't want to be with me, it's still early on. You don't have to. I already been going through a lot and stressed out. If this ain't what you want, like, let's just break things off right now. He like, oh, you just want to break up with me so you can go be with that nigga? You want to go be with a nigga who put it out on me at our house where our kid is? Ah. And I'm like, no, I obviously didn't want to be with him. If I wanted to be with him, I would be with him. We and you wouldn't be here right now. If I wanted to be with him, I would have left with him. He was like, you weren't going to take my son. You weren't going to take my son. And I was like, and I was if I would have. I don't know why I said that, but I was pissed. He was making me so mad. He was like, what? What? You would have did what? You would have took my son to go be raised by another nigga? Y'all, he's just going off, screaming and hollering at me. And I'm like, you know what, L? I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to go be with him. I'm going to go be with him. Because I'm tired of you. I'm tired of this. At least with him, I'll be taken care of. Our son will be taken care of. We won't be out here struggling and stressed. Y'all, he got so mad, y'all. He pushed me. He was just talking heck of stuff, doing that. Like, you know when dudes is mad, they thwank you on the head like, you're like, you is stupid. If you want to go be with him, go be with him. Why you stupid motherfucker? He wouldn't call me no B word at this point, but he was cussing me out. And he was just like, I don't even fuck with you like that. I'm about to get all my stuff and go to my auntie house. Okay, you say this every other 3 days and then you be right back. So I'm like, man, whatever. I'm finna walk back to my house. You can go to your auntie house and come get your stuff later. Y'all, I walk back to my house. I'm in the house and I'm just mad. So I'm texting Pop-Up. I'm like, man, I think I just made a bad decision having a kid with him. I'm just pouring everything out to him. I don't know why I'm doing this, because why would I be telling him this when he already said he want to get on my baby daddy when he see him? I'm just like, man, he just make me so mad. He don't ever want to do nothing. He always want to argue. He always want to be mad at me. He's so angry at the world. He take it out on me. And Pop-Up was like, see, this is why I told you to leave and come be with me, but you don't want to listen. You be acting young sometimes. I don't like that. You just need to listen to me because I know what I'm doing. I'm grown. A dude always trying to tell me this, and I'm just like, So we're just texting though. We didn't get on the phone. But y'all, an hour later, at this point, I ain't talked to Pop-Up. We talked for that little minute. He stopped responding. So I was just like, whatever, let me be a mamiana and just take care of my baby and chill. Y'all, an hour later, L shows up at my house. Head split. Bleeding. Gushing. He's screaming and hollering. Mind you, he run up in my house. Oh shit. Some niggas just robbed me. Some niggas just pistol with me with they strap. And I'm like, what? Y'all, I'm like, oh my, y'all, L head, he still got a like mark right here on his forehead, but it was split open and he was bleeding. And I'm like, oh my fucking, like, what's going on? He had took off his white tee and was holding it up there. The whole white tee was like bloody. I'm like, oh my fucking God, like what happened? He like, man, I was walking down the street to my auntie house and some dudes bounced out on me, took all my, and pistol with me. And I was like, really? Now y'all, even though Pop-Up was popping his stuff, I didn't believe he was actually gonna do that. I did not think it was him, y'all. So I'm not thinking it's him. I'm like, do you know who it was? I'm just thinking it's random. He like, I don't know who it was, but it was some black dudes and some Mexican dudes. I didn't really get to look at nobody's face. They came up from behind me, and next thing I know, I'm on the ground. They're running through my pockets, and one of the dudes, bow, pistol with him with the you know, the blicky. So I'm like, oh my God, like we need to get you to the hospital. Your head is leaking. I'm like, let me see, y'all. He let me see this whole, his whole forehead was split open. You can see the white meat. They split it. Y'all, I'm surprised L was conscious the way he looked it. Like they whooped his ass, y'all. Like, oh my God. I was just like, oh my God. So I'm panicking. I'm like, Mom, you need to watch the baby. I need to take him to the hospital, y'all. I take L to the hospital and we get up in there in the emergency room. And at first they didn't think it was that serious until he took off his white t-shirt, and then they seen that it was split and it was bleeding and it was just, oh my God. So they rushed him up in the room and they putting stitches and stuff. And I'm just asking him like, oh my God, why do you think they targeted you? You look like a bum. You don't look like you have anything. I wouldn't even rob somebody that looked like you. Y'all, L was, I mean, he had his days where he did dress nice and he had nice things, but L was a real city hood grimy nigga. Like, he don't look like nobody you rob, but then again, you know, he was, you know, selling tree skis and, you know, other things. So they probably was looking at him like he looked like he do stuff like that by the way he looked. Cause I'm telling you, I mean, me, if I was a robber and I seen him, he would not be somebody of interest that I would want to rob. He looks like Dusty Bum. Like, you don't look like you got nothing of my interest to rob besides some tree skis. So maybe they thought that same thing, like, oh, he probably got tree skis, we gonna take his tree skis. So yeah, I'm like, so you don't have no idea who it could be, what they look like or nothing. He like, nope, I didn't really see nobody's face. It just happened so fast. They just ran up, boop, 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 and ran off. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. So y'all, they stitch him up. We go back home and, you know, now I'm just taking care of him, treating him like a baby, you know, putting ice on it and just all that stuff. I'm just feeling so bad. I'm gonna just say like 2 weeks went by, y'all. He was at the house every day. He didn't leave, you know. I was just really catering to him, bringing him his plate, making him his food, everything we was just being so good at this time. Y'all, 2 weeks later, I get a text from Pop-Up like, oh, so mind you, during that time I wasn't texting Pop-Up, I wasn't calling him or nothing like that. He would text me and be like, what you doing, how you been, why I ain't heard from you, how you and the baby doing, and I wouldn't respond. So after them 2 weeks, he was just like, I've been hitting you, you ain't been responding, like, what's up with that? I don't care if you want to be with him, I still want to be with you, you mine, he really your side nigga, he really your side nigga, because I'm your man, because I'm the one who always here, I'm the one who been here, that's supposed to be my baby, that's supposed to be my son, that's supposed to be my junior. I'm just like, oh my goodness. So yeah, he was like, how your baby daddy forehead doing? How your baby daddy forehead doing? Huh? How you know that? How you know that? How do you know that? He was like, yeah, I told you when I seen that nigga, it was up. So I'm like, Pop-Up, are you dead ass right now? Are you serious right now? You did that? He was like, yeah, me and my nigga saw that nigga walking with his ass and we, you know, did what needed to be done. And y'all, I'm so mad. I'm so furious because I'm just like, wow, it's never been that serious. I'm like, he had to get stitches. His head was bleeding. He was real messed up, y'all. They had whooped him. They had whooped him real bad, y'all. He was bruised up and everything. I was like, you really... my baby daddy, like, it was not that necessary for y'all to jump him and pistol whip him like that. I'm like, that's crazy. Over what? You're mad because of some stuff. Well, I started it, I instigated it, I, you know, technically, you feel me, but still you took it too far. Now you taking it even more far. And y'all, this is when I kind of knew I didn't look at it Pop-Up the same, because I'm just like, I don't want to be with nobody who doing stuff like that. Now, I know you in the streets, and if you needed to do something like that, like somebody owed you money or stole from you or robbed you and you had to go out and get your people in line or get somebody in line, cool, I can respect that. But just randomly doing that to somebody because you're mad that that's my baby daddy, I was like, oh, L crazy, but he ain't that crazy to do something like that for no reason. If he had a reason, he probably would, but not for no reason. So he just like, man, you should have told that nigga to never get in my face. I don't give a fuck if he from the city, I'm from the rich. So I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. I'm like, why does it matter where he from, where you from? This whole thing is so dumb. I'm like, I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but you didn't have to take things that far. I'm like, my baby daddy forehead is literally messed up. I'm like, you really took it to a whole nother level that was so unnecessary. And just the way he was talking and the things he was just saying, I was like, this is not the Pop-Up I knew from years ago. Something in him changed after that day I seen him. That last time before all of this, when my sister and my sister got in a fight, at that point I started to notice, like, dang, I don't think this is the same Pop-Up. I knew something else was going on because the way he and my sister drank that whole bottle, I already knew my sister was an alcoholic. I didn't know Pop-Up was an alcoholic like that, but yeah, anyway. So the way he was just talking and things he was just saying, I was just like, yeah, I don't want to, I'm not, you know, I started unliking him that quick. You know how one day you can really, really like a nigga and he do that one thing, that nigga could have itched his nose a certain way and you be like, no, I got the ick, I'm off that nigga. Just something that simple can make me be off a nigga. Like, I don't know what it is, it's just like a switch. Like, I'm telling you, I could have just been so lovey-dovey with this nigga and the nigga could have sneezed wrong. Oh, I'm off this nigga. Why he sneezed like that? I don't like that. You know, so it was one of them moments where he's just talking and he's just saying these things and I'm just like, damn, I don't even really like you no more. I don't even like, that's some grimy, shady shit. Like, that's the type of timing you on right now. I'm cool. You on a time that I don't want to be around. I don't want to be with nobody like that. If that's the kind of stuff you doing because you feel disrespected. You're mad because this is my baby daddy. He shot the club up before you shot the club up. Like, come on. Like, you literally don't have no other legit reason to have done that to my baby daddy. So he's just like, oh, so you gonna take that nigga side? And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna take his side because what you did was wrong. I'm like, this is not you. This is not the pop-up I know. Like, what happened to you? So he's just like, nah, I don't play that. He shouldn't have been fucking with you anyway because you mine. I'm like, how would he know that? He do not know you, bro. Y'all, at this time, I knew how old Pop-Up was. And it's just like, we're not even the same age as you. He would not know you unless he knew you through his partner, brother. We just gonna call him Sundrop. So, oh, my back itchy. So y'all, I'm mad and I'm yelling at him. I'm like, you're hella stupid, you're hella dumb. I'm like, that don't even make no sense what you saying. You just wanted to get at him because you're mad because that's my baby daddy. Like, other than that, like, you're not making any sense. And that's crazy to do that to somebody over that. You could have really offed him. You could have really, he could have not have woke up. I'm so glad that when they did all of that, I don't know if my baby daddy passed out and was unconscious. I don't even think I asked him all of that because I'm surprised he made it to my house in the condition he was in. Because, baby, if I would have been there, I would have thought he was going to be laid out on the ground. He might have been laid out on the ground and got up. I do not know. He never told me that. I don't think he would tell me that. That's probably embarrassing. So, I tell him, like, I don't want to talk to you again. I don't think, you know, me and you being in communication is the best thing for me right now. Please stop don't ride by my house on that weird stuff with females in the car trying to get my attention. Don't pop up at my house. Let's just separate because this is turning into something I don't want to be involved in. And I have a kid now. You know, back then I was living young, wild, and reckless, but you know, I got a kid now and it's just like, you and him is gonna be bringing unnecessary drama to my mama house where my family lay their head, where my son lay their head, where I lay my head, and my mama not going for that. One thing about it, my mama is not going for it. Like, I'm telling you, and if anything go on and anybody get disrespectful to my mama or anything go down at my mama house and she feel disrespected, we gonna have a big problem, okay? Because my mama got 36 brothers and sisters. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, but if she gotta call her brothers up over here to handle, it's not gonna be pretty. If my uncles gotta come, it's not gonna be pretty. I promise you. Somebody, which is not gonna be me, my uncles, or nobody on my family, is not gonna make it because my uncles is gonna come and they not finna play no games. They not finna do no talking. They not finna do no arguing. They not finna do no questions. They gonna say who and who and who. Job done. That's it, period. They don't need to know why, when, what. Just point to who action needs to be done to and action get done to them. That's it. That's all. So yeah, I hang up on him. I block his number because I'm just like, this is crazy. And I could never tell my baby daddy this. My baby daddy still to this day, he think it was some random dudes, some Mexicans and black dudes who ran up on him and did all that to them. I would not, I mean, I hope he don't see this video or nobody he knows see this video and go tell him because I ain't never told him. Nobody know that. Nobody know that. Nobody know that. I thought I would take something like this to the grave, but I love y'all on my YouTube channel, so I'm giving y'all that tea, period. So y'all, Papa would call me from private numbers and stuff like that, but nothing too much. At this time, we wasn't doing all that text now and stuff like that on that type of level. After a couple days, y'all, he let it go. He stopped, you know, reaching out to me and texting me because he got the hint, like, I'm off you now. I'm off you. I don't want to be, I'm so sorry, move on. You be in the car with all these females, go be with them, go mess with them, but I can't do it with you no more. You're not the same person that I knew when I was in high school. And you know what, that's okay. People outgrow each other. And at that point I noticed I had outgrew Pop-Up, because I don't know, I could just look in his eyes, y'all, and something was different. You know how you can look at somebody's eyes and it just looked empty, like nothing was there? That's how I looked. That's how he looked. And it was just like, the old you gone. I don't know what happened to you, what you've been going through, but the old you is gone. At this time, I did not know he was already doing hardcore substances at the time. I didn't know that. I just thought he drank a lot and smoked tree a lot. Maybe popped a couple Diz pills, stuff like that, ecstasy. Low grade stuff. Nothing too heavy. I didn't know he was doing heavier substances. But yeah, he eventually left me alone, y'all, and I never told nobody. I never told my baby daddy. I never told my baby daddy that me and him kicked it again. I never told my baby daddy me and him was still talking. I never told nobody. But I really did, when he first popped up at my house, y'all, I was 90% ready to pack all my stuff and hop in that car with me and Dylan. I'm not gonna yada y'all. I'm not gonna yada y'all. But my mom was like, Shayla, that's wrong. You cannot do that. And I'm just like, Mom. She like, Shayla, you can't do that. If you want to go be with him, fine. But you cannot up and just dip on a drop of a dime and take you and your kids to go live with a man. That's not okay. You wouldn't want him doing that, so you cannot do that. My mama wasn't telling me to be with him, but she was just saying, my mama wasn't trying to tell me to be with L, but she was just trying to tell me, like, you need to go about this in the right way and don't be disrespectful and doing, you know, foul, shady stuff. So I'm just like, you know what, Mom, you right. So, you know, I decided to try to work things out with L. It kind of really brought me and him closer together, because now that nigga was spooked. He wasn't really going outside walking like that. If I didn't take him back and forth to his auntie house, he would just be at my house, or the times he would want to go to his partner sun drop house. If I wasn't taking him, y'all, he was in the house so much. And I will say one thing about L, he is a hands-on dad. When he was around, he was a hands-on dad. Just everything else L does, he ain't shit. He don't know how to provide. He don't know how to communicate. He don't know how to love properly at that specific time. So it was just like, yeah, you're being a good dad, but everything else you're lacking, babe. Oh my God. It's like you're an incredible dad to our son, but everything else about you and what you're doing lacks. But you know, after so long, I think that's when we moved into our another house, and Pop-Up didn't know where that house was. He never popped up to that house. So yeah, y'all, that's the end of this story time. That's how I got my baby daddy set up, and my ex put the paws on him and bop him with the blicky, which was crazy. I'm telling y'all, L still got that dent in his head, y'all. He got like a dent like in his forehead. And I hope he don't come across this video or anybody he knows, because ooh, that's gonna start an argument. I'm already knowing. L the type, even though we not together, y'all, he will bring up stuff from years ago when we was together and be like, remember when you did this to me? That was shady. Bro, we ain't been together for 5-6 years. Let it go. Let it go. Please do not bring up anything that's not current and recent that has to do to our child. Please don't do it, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So yeah, y'all, I was wrong. I know I was wrong, but the way Pop-Up reacted to the situation was dead wrong. But you can't be mad at how somebody reacts in a situation you put them in. You can't just assume like, oh, they just gonna be a little bit mad. You don't know that. You got to be careful putting people in situations where you think you gonna know the outcome. You know, you may have an idea, but you know, everything ain't always what you think it's gonna be, you know. And you don't want to be putting people in dangerous situations because you trying to, you feel me, see what's gonna happen. You gonna round and find out. Because God don't like ugly, and he don't like vengeful people, you know. So all that tit for tat is always gonna be tit for tat, because God not gonna let you have no peace until you stop doing all of that, y'all. And I never heard from Pop-Up. Never heard from him. That's when later on, I think like a year or two later, my older brother told me that he was in jail with Pop-Up, and that Pop-Up is on, you know, the substances real bad. And I was like, what? If my brother, who is a substance abuser, and I didn't see him do some many crazy things, is telling me that a person is worse than him, I was like, oh, he gone. He hella far gone. Basically, he was one of them ads that you would see outside on the corner doing shit when they high off their substances. And he was just saying like, yeah, he that type of level. So you don't want to be around him. You don't want to be involved with nothing like that he got going on right now. He ain't okay. And I was just like, dang, that is so crazy. Mind you, in the process of me trying to find Pop-Up, I had found his brother. And then why his brother is married to Toby's girlfriend's sister. I know, let me say that again. Pop-Up's brother is married to Toby's girlfriend's sister. Small world, right? But I had reached out to his brother when I was on the journey of trying to like find Pop-Up again a few years ago, and I gave the brother my number and told him, you know, give it to Pop-Up. Pop-Up probably did call me, and I probably wouldn't even knew it was him because I didn't answer numbers. I didn't know. So but you know, after that, that's when I had found out he did substances, and I stopped trying to look for him and reaching out with him and trying to reach out to him, because it was just like, oh no, he an addict. Like he's a D-fiend, you know, a D-fiend. And it's just like, I can't do nothing with a D-fiend. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely not. And I don't know. I feel like I take part in some of that, of him spiraling out of control, because my brother would tell me all the time that he would see Pop-Up. He was like, man, that man is sick about you, sis. But I keep telling him that the condition he is, you're not gonna want to be with him. And he don't, my brother was basically saying, I don't want you to be with nobody like that anyway. I don't want you to be with somebody like me, who worse than me. So it was, I knew my brother wasn't really like communicating too many things to Pop-Up anymore because of everything that was going on with him. But yeah, y'all, that what happened. That's what happened. And I regret going about it the way I went about it, but I don't regret talking to Pop-Up during that time. I don't regret it. I really, really, really don't. And part of me sometimes do wish I would have just left with him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I be thinking about it all the time. Because with me, I mean, you can't say what a person, you can't dictate what a person would or would not do. But I feel like if me and Papa would have got together, he would have never got on substances. Like, no. I mean, he was already doing a little whatever here and there, but he wouldn't have became literally one of the, he literally, like, if you go to where he be at, he is one of the heads that be outside on the corner tweaking. Like, he was that far gone. I think he is clean now, because like I said in another video, I found his mama Facebook, and she posted a picture of him, I think like last year for Christmas, and he looked it well. He looked it better than what he did back when I first found out he was on substances. And I did put some pictures of Pop-Up on the membership, y'all. If y'all want to go check them out, there are pictures of Pop-Up on the membership, so go check them out. There's pictures of a lot of people on the membership, y'all, so clock that T. Clock that T. But all right, y'all, I'm sleepy. Y'all probably can tell I'm sleepy. Like, I'm barely staying awake right now. My boo would call me when he get back in. He be getting back in the house late, y'all. He a hood nigga. He be out, he in the streets for real. Like, for real. Really, yeah, he one of them ones. So he be out, whatever. Anyways, hood nigga stuff. He be getting in late. So I know he probably gonna call me later. If not, I know I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow. But I've been trying to just let him do his thing and have his fun for his birthday, because I already had my whole day with him and it was fun. I don't want to come off as like clingy, or you gotta always talk to me and be around me. And I know how I get around your birthday. You become a diva, you know. So I've just been letting him do him. We did talk throughout the day today, but I think he said he was going out with his dad and stuff like that. So I didn't like I just left it at that. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, have fun, do you. I'll talk to you later. And then I sent him like this happy birthday video. Y'all want to hear it? Ooh, I think I say his name. Let me play it. If I say his name, I might cut that out.
Hey. Hey, happy birthday. I hope whatever you're doing and wherever you are, you're having fun, turning up and enjoying yourself. I just want to let you know you're very special to me. I'm so glad we connected. I hope I'm around for many more of your birthdays to come. I really like you and I hope you really like me as well. Have fun, get fucked up, not too fucked up. I hope I get to see you soon. Happy 29th birthday.
That's cute. That's so cute, right? I know when he see it, he's gonna love it. But yeah, y'all, I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe, so you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe, but only if you want to, only if you want to, only if you want to. If you're watching, that's really all. I appreciate everything else is extra, and if you do, so I greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all, I'm so damn sleepy. I keep forgetting mine. Dang, at the end, I'll be tired. I'll be filming at these crazy hours, and I got work tomorrow, so let me... Yeah, it's about to be 2. I'm just about to hit the hay. I'll talk to my boo later. All right, y'all. Deuces.